wouldn't give a shit. If you were to read that 2 women got shot and killed, you'd be like, what? Who the fuck shot these 2? Who shoots 2 chicks? That you'd care more. 2 chicks that you'd care more. You care because male life is less significant than female life. That's like a psychological thing that we've born and evolved into because men were dying all the time. We were dying at war, dying in fights, dying exploring, dying hunting. We've always done the most dangerous things. So humans have evolved to the point where we decide that if a man dies, it's not nearly as tragic if a female dies. That's just it. So female life overall, 1 for 1, is more valuable. Okay,
I'm gonna be honest. I actually was kind of on. This is like one of the things so far. You said that I kind of disagree. To be honest, when I read about this shit, I'm trying not to disagree on purpose. I'm trying to put myself in that scenario where I hear about somebody dying. I don't really give a fuck who it is. I guess for that topic only, of somebody dying in the news, I think I have a pretty good 1-to-1 value. But
what is it?
That's it. I have a built-in 1-to-1 value when I hear somebody dying. That's all. I don't know why. I just want to voice it. I don't feel that way. That's all.
That's fine. So let's look at the.
I'm gonna have to agree with Andrew on this one.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, Felix. I'm sorry, Felix. He just knows what he's doing.
I want to hear it. Tell us.
It's just like he just knows what the fuck he's talking about, bro. You don't know what the fuck you talking about, nigga.
Who do you guys agree?
He know what the fuck he's talking about, bro.
QC.
So I agree because he knows what he's talking about. Checkmate, my brother. Checkmate.
Let's look at the war in Ukraine. Why have they sent all the women and children away?
Felix?
Why have they left the men to die, and why have they sent the women and children away from the war in Ukraine?
Bro, that's just how fucking things are.
But
that's just
how.
It's just how things are.
But that's saying that's
I don't live in Ukraine. I know what the standards. I mean, I think overall in the military, there's more men than women. There's a lot of physical standards, I suppose, where.
Not about the military. Not about the military. We're talking about the civilian populations inside of a city. Why are they evacuating women and children from the civilian populations? And you said that's just the way things are. And the reason that's just the way things are is because we are prepared for men to die and we don't want women to die. Just like I said, we have a psychological aversion to female death.
I think they're evacuating everybody. Okay, wow. I think they're evacuating everybody.
That's the real shit.
I think they're evacuating everybody that wants to be evacuated. But if you want to stay, I don't think they're evacuating you, right?
Legal for any military-aged male to leave Ukraine. Any Ukrainian citizen who's a man who's military-aged male cannot leave Ukraine. You are stuck inside the country.
Hold on. I gotta go pee. Give me 1 second.
I'm learning. I didn't know that.
Kai, just make sure that you keep.
Yeah, I'm make sure shit good over here.
Yeah, just make sure he keeps talking and agreeing with him.
Okay. Yep. So basically, I think we have to be careful when diversity.
Yeah, wait, hold on. I don't appreciate, Felix, how I go on your stream and you have 3 words on top of my head. It literally says literal paid actor. Let me ask this, Top G. Did you pay me to agree with you?
No, I did not. No. First time we met.
Why do you feel as if you should embarrass me in front of 86,000 of your viewers like that? I don't like that. I would never do that to you, and I feel like I deserve an apology right now.
I
don't the right thing, but I really hope that you really just apologize right now, because I feel like you're being extremely disrespectful, buddy. Okay. So can you please?
Not only is it disrespectful, Kyle, but he dick riding you. I'm gonna be honest.
He on your dick. Out of all the niggas in this chat currently right now, he decided to be on my dick. Like, why you on my dick for? Like, why? Like, that's what I'm trying to ask you. I had some nice Dominican food today. I've had a great day, and I don't know why. You're literally one of my favorite streamers, and this is how you treat me, bro?
Bro, listen, it's not about the things that you are. It's the things that how you conduct yourself. I feel like if you say shit like, oh, I agree with this because this guy knows what he's talking about. I agree with that because he's top G. I agree with this because of the preconceived ideas I have about this person. You are almost automatically a paid actor.
So
that's the box you fall into.
So what you're telling me is that I am literally living rent-free in your head. That's what you're telling me. Because it's like, bro, how can you treat me like this? Oh, because I want to agree with somebody else and I'm not agreeing with you, unfortunately. If you bring up some good points, as much good points as Top G, then yes, you'll get a fucking agree.
Kai, can I say something? You already won. He took it off his stream. You already won.
Took it off.
Took it off.
Appreciate that. Appreciate
Can
that.
I say one thing?
but-
Wait, XQ. Okay, no, you got.
If he hasn't said anything yet, you agree with it, and you already pre-agreed because he's him, you're having a severe bias. It's gonna unhealthy to the conversation.
So what you're saying is my opinions matter less than yours.
Not
Is
what
that
I
what you're
said.
saying? So you're saying mine don't matter as much as your opinions. XQC, I hope it's not coming out your mouth right now. I hope it's not.
Your opinion matters as much as anybody else. If you come into a discussion or in the middle of an argument, right, where you voice your argument or your response on what is currently happening and not what he's said in the past and what he is. Come in with the data that's presented, use that to make your argument, and you show me that, then your argument is worth as much as anybody else in the room.
So you're saying I'm fucking stupid. That's what you're saying.
That's what I fucking said, bitch ass.
Wow!
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't want to do it, but BLM, bro. BLM, bro.
Yeah.
Really feel like,
BLM, my brother.
like BLM, bro. Like, here's the thing, bro. So who the fuck decided you made the
What?
rules? Like, are you calling yourself the leader of this podcast right now?
Okay,
Look,
I'm not the leader. You guys are the leader. Okay, what's more important?
You said what?
BLM or women's rights?
Wow, you're comparing black
XQC is
people
racist?
to women. So you're just literally saying fuck black women as a whole.
Okay.
XQC is
Answer the
racist?
question.
Yeah, no.
Women's rights.
I think both are important, my brother. Why are you trying to put one on top of the other?
It's a question. It's a hypothetical. It's gonna be one or the other.
Why are you comparing BLM, which stands for Blacks
Wow.
Lives Matter, to women's rights, which is also important?
you can't
Why are
compare
you
those
this is
two.
just one with our
But if you
fucking
had to pick one though,
If you had to
pick
pick
one.
one?
You
I'm
can't
not gonna
pick
pick one, bro. That is fuck for you to pick one, bro.
What?
okay.
What do you think is more important?
I'm asking the question. You have to pick one.
What do
Yeah,
you
you gotta
think
pick
is
one.
more important, buddy? Since you want to bring it up, what do you think is you like? What do you think is more important, buddy?
Holy shit.
So basically, if you had to pick one, BLM or women's rights.
Who we talking to? Me?
Thank you for the
No,
follow.
we're talking to.
He's
We're
answering.
talking to
XQ.
XQC. Yeah.
Be careful.
Guys, you guys just fucking chill out, man. It's a
No,
fucking-
answer. You gotta answer the
It's your
question.
question.
Answer the question.
It's a
Answer the
fucking-
question.
it's a
Answer the
fucking-
question.
Answer the question, Felix.
Felix, answer the question.
Oh, he's stuck now.
Women's rights or BLM?
You have to pick one or the other.
You know what we saying. Pick one, nigga. BLM or women's rights?
Pick one. It has to be one or the other. It can't be both.
Okay, my boy.
Hold
My
on, who
boy.
brought it up though?
My boy.
XQ. Did
You
bring it up?
brought it
No,
up.
no, I'm just saying.
brought it up.
You have to answer it. It has to be one or it has to be the other. That's
Okay,
it.
here's my answer. I don't feel like any should be chosen on top of each other, bro.
It's a hypothetical, bro.
Why did you bring it up?
Bro, it's a fucking TikTok
That-
meme.
It
It's a
means
TikTok meme, bro.
Oh.
Nah, nigga. He know he in trouble.
It's a TikTok meme.
It is?
it's a TikTok meme.
Jesus.
Hold
Yes,
on.
you get to give away this
Tate,
this way.
Tate, Big Daddy T, A-T to the E. I was just listening to Suicide in the bathroom. I just wanted to say. Yo, Kai, you gotta listen to a song. It's called Suicide. It's so good.
It's good? Okay,
Oh,
I
God.
will.
Oh, God, it's so good, bro.
What's the question?
Go ahead, XQ.
Yep. BLM or women's rights? Answer it. We're not done.
No,
We're not done.
guys, let's not
You on your
compare.
ass, bro.
Let's not, you know.
All right.
Well, both.
Why you said it like that though? What the fuck?
I said that. I said both.
All
I'll
right.
give another answer to try and elevate and progress the conversation.
Okay.
What every single movement on the planet to some degree has been corrupted by the people who are in charge of the world, who are aiming to get more and more power from the populace. So let's look at the climate change movement, right? I'm not saying climate change isn't real. I'm not saying the climate isn't important, and I'm not saying the world is not important.
Chad, is global
I'm
warming
saying the
real?
people who are propagating the climate change agenda don't give a shit about the world. What they want to do is tax you all into bankruptcy so they can buy all the farmland and own all of it. That's what they're doing now in Holland. That's what they're doing now in Germany. It's happening in Europe. There's big protests because they're coming along saying, because of the climate, we're going to put your taxes up 300% because that's going to somehow prevent climate change. You're all going to go bankrupt, and we're going to buy all the farms, and we're going to own it all. So every single movement, to some degree, has been corrupted, and there is always, even though there's usually a genuine motive, there is usually a corrupted, hidden motive in nearly every single movement on the planet. Even the women's right motive, right? Let's look at. You can even break this one down. The reason that the Matrix propagates so heavily the idea that females should have careers is because, one, it doubles the tax base, there's twice as many people to pay taxes. Two, when you had the traditional nuclear family, then the woman would raise the children. And if the woman raises the children, then the family's values and ideals will be instilled inside of the children. But you don't want that because of your country. You want to own the future. You need to own the youth. How communism works. So what you want to do is send the women to work so the children spend all their time at school, and then you get to program their minds and you get to tell them what to think. Because that's what happens. You see it now. Parents arguing with their own children based on what the children learn at school compared to what their parents believe.
Okay, bro,
So now,
I think that
state's coming along trying to program everybody's children. And the reason they're trying to make sure women are not at home is because that makes it more difficult to do. Now, I'm not saying that's the only reason women's rights exist. I'm not saying that women's rights is a bad thing. I'm saying that every single movement has the genuine reason, and there's hidden reasons behind all of it. Same thing with the climate change exchange. There's always something hidden inside of it. So it's always a Trojan horse. So it's very, very difficult to just say any movement in and of itself, no matter how good it sounds, is pure. To sit here and say the green movement, who doesn't love the planet, right? What kind of psycho doesn't like the planet? Well, it's not about that. It's about the fact that the people who are propagating it actually have ulterior motives. So when you talk about movements as a whole,
Wow.
okay, so what? Okay.
No, Kai, that's some real ass shit.
Yeah. This is what I call something called most of the time it's called a doomer mindset, right? So everything is it's doomer. It's called doomer. It's doomer. This is legitimately what we call dooming. You're doomering. Where every good thing is flawed and corrupt to a certain degree. Everything that is meant to be good is actually for bad. You named all the dog shit, but you failed to say or try to give us an alternative, or say how shit should work instead, or give something else. Give it a flip side.
I understand. I'm not a doomer at all. I'm saying, to be perspicacious as an individual, you need to pay attention that even movements that are a positive thing with positive outcome and positive intention, to some degree, are going to be corrupted with ulterior motives. They're going to sneak something in. They always sneak something in. Otherwise, if they couldn't sneak something in which benefited them as a whole, they would